Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm going to share with you 5 ideas to generate halal passive income. You know, when we were children, we earned passive income. We didn't call it that, but we earned passive income by virtue of being the children of our parents and our parents feeling a sense of obligation towards us. May Allah show our parents mercy like they showed us mercy when we were children. Rabbi irhamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. Now, as we grow older, our financial concerns tend to grow with us because the sense of obligation and the ability of our parents to support us financially tends to decrease with time, and we have to stand on our own financially. So, to get back to the state of having less concerns about finances, we need to find, as adults, alternative sources of passive income. Now, it's important for me to clarify what I mean by passive income, because as I go through my list, you're probably going to think to yourself, hey, Rakan, you promised passive income ideas. That means they shouldn't require effort, but a lot of these items require effort, so what gives? Well, the truth of the matter is passive income is very rarely 100% passive. Unless, of course, you inherited money, in which case that's not really continuous income. It's a one-time thing, but it is passive. You didn't put any effort into it. What passive income ends up being most of the time, and how it's different from income you generate from a 9-to-5 job, is that in the case of a 9-to-5 job and the income you generate from it, typically you have to spend the same amount of effort to make the same amount of income. And maybe increases, a few percentage points every year, but you still have to work roughly the same number of hours to generate the same income. With passive income, there is an upfront spending of effort or money, and then to maintain the income over time, it requires less effort. So that's what I mean by passive income. And by the way, if you come across some of these fake gurus on YouTube that are promising completely passive income, that is effort-free income, try to avoid these people. Typically, they're scammers, and my opinion, you shouldn't buy whatever it is they're trying to sell you. All right. Having said all that, let's get started with our list. The first item on our list is dividend stocks. Dividend stocks are perhaps the most easy, straightforward way to earn passive income. And what are dividend stocks, you ask? Well, dividend stocks are simply stocks that pay shareholders a percentage of the profits that the company generates. Now, dividends are not interest because the shareholder collecting dividends is not collecting them because they are a lender. There's no loan here. Rather, they are collecting a portion of the profits that the company is generating by virtue of them being partial business owners. You should also remember that companies, while they tend to shy away from doing this, they absolutely have the right to discontinue or reduce their dividend distributions to shareholders if they think that that's in the best interest of the company. So these are not guaranteed payments, although companies do tend to only cut dividends as a last resort, because when you cut dividends, you're basically signaling to the market that you need the cash, and typically that's a bad sign, and it causes the price of the shares of that company to plummet. So the trick when investing in dividend stocks is to be able to identify halal stocks that pay dividends and are not going to plummet substantially in price or, worse, go bankrupt. Home Depot is an example of a stock that I think meets these criteria, ticker symbol HD. This is a company that pays a dividend of around 2.1%, which means that if you were to buy shares in Home Depot at its current trading price, as of the date of making this video, you're going to get dividends, are scheduled to get dividends to the tune of 2.1% of the purchase price of your shares. So the dividend yield, the percentage you receive in dividends, will actually change based on the price that you're able to buy your shares at. Now, for your convenience, if you're interested, I put together a portfolio of dividend-paying stocks that I'm comfortable investing in. I link to that portfolio in the description of this video. A good place to find dividend-paying stocks and other stocks that I'm comfortable investing in from a halal perspective is practical-islamicfinance.com, where we analyze different stocks from a business, financial, and ESG perspective to determine what we're comfortable investing in from a halal perspective. So if you decide to invest in a basket of dividend-paying stocks that you're comfortable investing in from a halal perspective, then chances are you're going to be receiving halal passive income, albeit at probably a small percentage of the amount you invested. You're going to be receiving that halal passive income for as long as you decide to remain a shareholder of these companies. The second item on our list for earning halal passive income is to write a paid article. This is a choice that I think should be especially appealing to Muslims because the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, when a person dies, their deeds end, except from three sources: an ongoing charity, knowledge that is useful, or a righteous child that prays for them. So regardless of passive income, writing a useful article that is read and shared by many may be a source of passive hasanat that continues to accrue hasanat for you even after you've passed away. Something you write may actually change the trajectory of someone's life for the better. In fact, one of the direct reasons why I started Practical Islamic Finance is because I wanted to leave something behind, something that could accrue good deeds for me even after I've passed away. The very first article I wrote, which was entitled Insurance in Islam, 5 Objections Ended, and I published this on Practical Islamic Finance on March 10th, 2015, still receives views to this day, even though I finished working on this article 6 years ago. How cool is that? Now, with writing, the challenge is to understand that when you start writing, very few people, if any, are going to read what you spend a lot of time trying to write. When I started writing, the only people reading my articles were family. And even then, I'd have to remind them every now and then to read my articles and leave a like. Now, I put roughly the same amount of effort into each article, but because I've done it a lot more, I'm a lot better. And because I have been doing it for so long, some people follow what I write. So with the same amount of effort, I'm having a much bigger impact. The key to being a good writer is to actually be interested about the things that you're writing about and to do it a lot and consistently over time. Now, fortunately, we live in a day and age where it's never been easier to monetize your articles. Medium and Newsbreak are examples of sites that will pay you for the articles that you write for them. If you're interested in finance, consider writing for practicalislamicfinance.com. Although I have to say, I approve everything that gets published on practicalislamicfinance.com, and I'm very picky about what gets published. So it's very likely that you write something, you put a lot of effort, and it doesn't make the cut. What I do try to do most of the time is provide feedback for people that do make submissions into how they can improve their article. And if they have enough stick-to-itiveness, they can submit another article. And if that doesn't work, another article until they get it right. And inshallah, they'll get published eventually. Now, as far as how much you can expect to earn from writing, obviously this number is going to go up the more experience you have, the more articles you have under your belt. If you write your first article and you're able to buy a cup of coffee with the income you generate from that first article, then I think you probably did pretty well. However, what you end up earning over time is really up to you. The sky is the limit. Medium often publishes stats on how much their writers are earning. Generally speaking, around 50% of people who published at least one article in the previous month earn money. Only about 5% of publishers earn more than $100 per month, and around $30,000 is the most a writer earned in any month, with the most successful article earning around $10,000. On a per view basis, from what I was able to gather from different sources online, you can expect $5 to $15 per every 1,000 views of your article. However, your article can earn you much more than this if you incorporate the next item on our list, which is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is where you partner with a brand and you get a commission for every sale that you help to make. So the M1 Finance portfolio that I referenced earlier is an example of an affiliate link. If you use it to invest in the dividend portfolio that I created, then chances are I'll get a commission. Affiliate marketing is a great way to be useful to your audience by recommending products that you think they're going to like and enjoy or benefit from, all while making money for yourself in the process. It can be a great source of income if you have a social media presence and an audience that respects your opinion. It also synergizes really well if you write and publish articles. So for example, let's say you write an article about budgeting. If you include in your article your favorite budgeting app, the app that you use for your budgeting, and you make it an affiliate link, then every time a reader of your article uses that affiliate link to download the app, you're going to be paid a commission. Even better, your readers will appreciate the fact that you went through the process of vetting the app yourself, and you recommended an app that you like, that you use yourself, and you saved them the effort and hassle of having to vet different apps themselves. The name of the game with affiliate marketing, the way that you can have some longevity in affiliate marketing, is by never ever recommending a product that you're not really convinced with, you wouldn't use yourself, or you're not a fan of. Make sure you never abuse the trust that your followers are putting in you. First of all, it's un-Islamic and haram, and second of all, it's really bad business. The fourth passive income idea on our list is to create an online course. Are you good at something? Do you have specialized knowledge that others may be interested in purchasing? You may actually have this knowledge and not know it. For example, let's say you're really good at making and sticking to a spending budget. How do you do that? What tools do you use? How do you stay disciplined? Make an awesome course about it. You don't have to sell your course for $1,000. If you make a $20 course and you sell it to 20 people every month, that's $400 a month. That could make a really big difference to your finances over time. Oh, and if you're writing articles, drop a mention of your course in the articles you write. Today, it's easier than ever to create your own online course and sell it. There are many online services out there that will host your course for you. Udemy and Teachable.com are examples of services that will host your course, and there are many others like them. Like writing an article and affiliate marketing, making a good, solid, quality course can make you income for many months and even many years with relatively little effort after the course is made. Now, like with affiliate marketing, you want to make sure that you're a fan of the course that you're selling. So if you end up selling a crummy course, then you're going to lose the trust of your customers, your followers, the people who gave you their trust in the first place, and that's really your biggest asset. On the other hand, if you're able to produce a really quality course, then many people have been able to generate thousands of dollars per month from the courses that they've created. And now the fifth idea for generating halal passive income is to reduce your debt. This is perhaps less obvious to some, but if you have a payment on an outstanding debt of $1,000 per month, and you're able to settle all of that outstanding debt, then your disposable income just rose by $1,000 per month. When you settle your debt, it's kind of like finding money that you lost. You've always had it, you just never had access to it. Now, you shouldn't have interest-bearing debt in the first place, but if you find yourself in a position where you do have interest-bearing debt, don't dwell on whatever got you to that position. Just focus on trying to get out of this interest-bearing debt as soon as possible. There is nothing closer to straight up burning your money than paying interest on an outstanding debt. And the reason I say this is that with typical expenses, you get a good or service in return for that expense. But with interest, when you're paying it, you're really not getting anything in return. Remember, a dollar saved is not just the equivalent of a dollar earned. It's better than a dollar earned because you don't have to pay taxes on a dollar saved. Now, if you have outstanding debt that you'd like to settle, check out fundmebff.com. We provide income-based funding for permanent residents of the United States. So check us out, link in the description below. So that was my list. Hope this was helpful. Leave a like if it was. I'd really appreciate that. Until next time, make sure to take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum and peace be upon you all.